in your Lightener toolbox, this is the workhorse. Like, you're going from here to here. We want to talk in this section about the technology within BLONDME. Like, why do we love it? What makes it so special? It is called anti-metal bond protection technology. So the anti-metal part, let's talk about that first. There are ingredients within the BLONDME color family. So our lighteners, any tubes of color, things that will give you lift. We have something called a chelating agent, and that will help to, in very simple terms, kind of act as a magnet, if you will. It kind of clusters any sort of metals that are in or on the hair away from the product so that it can go in and do what it needs to do. Now, Amber
is going to talk about the bond protection within the brand. So anything that has the ability to create lift. So Lighteners, as Ian was talking about, any of our lifting creams, any of our white blending creams, all of those that create lift also have that bond protection agent. That is a salicylic acid that actually acts as a protective barrier around each and every bond. So think about at Christmas, when you bring a Christmas tree home, they put that little net around the Christmas tree that helps to protect it and keep it in good shape to take home. Well, think of this acid being this protective net that goes around each and every bond to help protect the bonds while you're lifting. So we're going to start by talking about lighteners. So I'm going to end up passing it off to Ian so he can tell you about the lighteners that we do have in the range that have that bond protection agent and also the anti-metal.
Yep. So it's all in the name, guys. BLONDME. Let's talk about how to get blonde. We have a few lighteners that I want to walk you through and why they're so special. First up in the assortment is our BLONDME Bond Enforcing Premium Lightener 9+. Bit of a mouthful. I think we can all agree that we commonly call it our 9+ lightener. So this is our BLONDME 9+. It has up to 9 levels of lift. It was one of the first lighteners on the market that gave us up to 9 levels of lift. Consider this. In your Lightener toolbox, this is the workhorse. Like, you're going from here to here. BLONDME 9+ will likely get you there. What we love about this, it is a blue-based powder lightener, has a flexible mixing ratio, right? So if you like something a little thicker, like a creamy peanut butter, go for it. If you like more of a marshmallow fluff, kind of a lighter consistency, we give you that flexibility within the 9+ mixing ratios. We love this lightener so much, and it does accomplish so much for us that we are going to, Amber is going to use this on our model for you today. There's just way too much to discover, talk about, explore within BLONDME that we just have to show you. So Amber is actually going to take our BLONDME 9+ and use it on our model for you. Tell us really quick what we're doing with our model, or where are we starting?
Well, our model luckily has virgin hair, which never happens, but we actually have a male model for you today, and he has an entire mohawk section of dark hair. And because his hair is dark and we're trying to make him platinum blonde, how many of you out there do platinum cards to make sure that you're getting this really clean lift? That's what I'm going to be doing. And a platinum card, if you don't know what that is, I'm going to be doing back-to-back foils on my model and applying my BLONDME 9+ with 20 volume and bleach and tone, which Ian is going to tell you about in the next segment, into my lightener to get him a nice clean lift. And then once all the foils are put in, I'll go back through and apply to the new growth area. Once we're done with that, we'll see where he's at to decide what our next steps are. So I'm going to go get mixing, and you can tell them more about the information.
Beautiful. All right. We've just sent Amber off with our BLONDME 9+ to start our male model, who is going to be that platinum deck. Amber is going to mix in some bleach and tone, and we will talk about that. But first, I would like to cover the other two lighteners that we've got in our lightener assortment. We discovered 9+ is the workhorse, up to 9 levels of lift. But think about the trends. Think about why people are using different lighteners in their assortment. Balayage, hand painting, has become increasingly popular and is not going anywhere over the past, I'd even say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So we decided to develop a clay lightener. Our BLONDME clay lightener is designed to have a soft to solid technology, basically meaning I take my hair, I paint my lightener on it. The lightener that's on the hair hardens or dries out at the surface and creates a shell. That way, when I continue to drop sections of hair down over top of that, I don't get transfer and kind of eliminate any sort of possible messes that are happening. The beautiful thing about our clay lightener is that, yes, it is designed for open air hand painting. It does give you up to 7 levels of lift and is part of the BLONDME Lightener assortment. One rule, I guess, that we're pretty sticklers on, and we get it. Hairdressers, we do what we got to do to get what we need to get behind the chair every day. However, we do appreciate if you'd follow this one rule with our BLONDME clay lightener. It is designed and made for open air hand painting, balayage, whatever you call it. We would avoid and strongly suggest not putting our clay lightener on the scalp. Our other lighteners in the assortment are for on and off scalp. However, our clay lightener is for off scalp application only. Now, we've talked about our 9+, bit of a workhorse lightener, our clay lightener, which is designed for open air and balayage applications. We have one final lightener in the BLONDME assortment. It is called our Precision Lightener. Our BLONDME Precision Lightener is, well, it's kind of in the name. If you're looking for a very precise application with a lightener, this would be your go-to. When would I need a very precise application when applying lightener? Well, I mean, aside from everything, when you're doing, for example, my hair, I have a tight little area of regrowth that I need to lighten. But as we all know, when you overlap lightener, you kind of step in the territory of potential breakage. So Precision Lightener is designed so that when you apply it, wherever you apply it, it stays where you put it. There's less expanding. It really kind of stays tight and gets what you need to get lightened without expanding into other territories or causing any potential breakage. I mean, it makes sense that we have a few lighteners to choose from since the brand is called BLONDME. But as Amber said at the beginning, blonde can be for anybody. So to recap some facts about the lighteners that we've got in our toolbox for you to use. Our BLONDME Bond Enforcing Premium Lightener 9+, up to 9 levels of lift, flexible mixing ratio, mix it with our 7, 20, 30 volume on and off scalp. That's going to be your go-to when you need a lot of lift. Next up would be our clay lightener. This is specifically designed for any sort of open air balayage or hand-painted techniques. Remember, we do recommend this to be off scalp only for its intended design and purpose, but we'll give you up to that 7 levels of lift for those beautiful kind of sun-kissed balayage techniques that are very popular right now. Last up is our Precision Lightener. It gives us up to 7 levels of lift. You mix it with our BLONDME developer assortment. Here's the deal. It's called Precision Lightener. It will stay where you put it. It does kind of collapse and not spread out or expand too much, which is why it's a Precision Lightener. But at the end of the day, if you need a lightener that has simply up to 7 levels of lift, the Precision Lightener is going to be a great tool because on occasion, our BLONDME 9+ might be too much. That's where Precision Lightener comes into play and is a beautiful addition to the BLONDME family. Okay. In this chapter, I've got something for you that you may or may not have heard of that is going to change the way that you look at how you lighten your clients. It is a product that didn't make sense to me at first in like my hairdresser brain, but I was like, wait a minute, if this is what it says it is, phenomenal.